Now, some of the Operation Dudula members have started gathering at Beyers Naude Square in Johannesburg. This follows yesterday's Hillbrow protest. The group is known for its stance against undocumented migrants. My colleague Malungelo Booi is there and he joins us now. Malu, good morning to you once again. We do see that some of the members have arrived. What is the plan going forward? Do we know yet?
Hi there, Teho. You're actually quite right. We're seeing two groups now of Operation Dudula arriving here at the Beyers Naude Square. In fact, you can see that some of them are flying the South African flag actually quite high. So part of what will be taking place here is that campaign that you spoke about, that they will be launching here in Johannesburg. Ward 60 to be precise. In fact, they've now outnumbered, the police officer that are currently here to monitor what will actually be taking place here. I want to bring in Uden Khatebe. He's the Deputy National Chairperson of Operation Dudula. Thanks, Dan, for your time. I'm wondering, though, how effective is Operation Dudula?
Good morning to your listeners and specifically South Africans. Operation Dudula is very effective because the companies that we've visited are cooperating. But the effectiveness of Operation Dudula is when we see South Africans standing up and starting to talk and raising concerns, which happen to be very common in any case. The cry is the same across South Africa. So I think that is the effectiveness of it.
What do you mean when you're saying that the companies that you have visited in the past are cooperating? Give me a practical example.
I'll give you a practical example. We went to ShopRite and Rosettenville. We went to Junction Mall, whereby they cooperated in making sure that the quota system, they will make sure that it's 80% South Africans, but most of the shops happen to be 100% South Africans. Yesterday we went to Hillbrow. SPA is cooperating that they will address the issue. Superbet is cooperating, Sportbet is cooperating. A number of companies are cooperating when it comes to that.
One of the conversations, in fact, that has been happening yesterday on this very channel, we had representatives from an organization called United Front, and they were saying that if you guys continue with targeting, undocumented migrants, innocent people, they will take you guys to court.
I don't understand when they say innocent people if they are criminals, because being in the country illegally, it's a criminal offense. To start with, already you are a criminal by doing so. But it is their democratic right to do that. Let them bring it on.
But the argument, though, then, is that what you guys are doing is something that should be done by law enforcement officials and government. What you're doing, in fact, people will say, is tantamount to vigilantism.
No, they've got a right to say that, but if the law enforcement officers was doing what it's supposed to do, we wouldn't be having organizations like Operation Dudula today. This is a proof of their failure. So that is why South Africans, they are feeling the pinch, they are feeling the heat. That is why they are now standing up to raise. And after all, Operation Dudula never deported anyone. All what we are doing, we are saying and challenging the law enforcement officers and highlighting this plight of the people to the law enforcement and make sure that you act on these things.
What's the plan then today?
Today we will be visiting the companies that are said to be 100% foreign in terms of employment and deliberately doing that, overlooking South Africa.
When you're saying 100% foreign, I mean, they may be hiring migrants that are in the country legally.
Being in the country legally does not mean that...
Legally?
Yes, I'm saying even if they're in the country legally, there's no company that can hire 100% foreigners. You came to South Africa saying that you are investing to benefit the people of South Africa. So if you're coming to invest and then you bring your workforce from abroad and then you rather take your investment and go back with it.
Okay, Dan Khatebe, he's the Deputy National Chairperson of Operation Dudula, here saying that, well, they'll be targeting, therefore, companies which he says are employing 100% migrants. Can see then the members of Operation Dudula arriving here at Beyers Naude Square as they prepare to embark on their campaign. It's something that they've held really in various parts of Gauteng and also in various parts of Johannesburg. I think the last time you and I were talking about Operation Dudula, it was last month when they held an operation in Rosettenville. There they were targeting companies which they say were employing predominantly undocumented migrants here in South Africa.
Malungelo, Booi, thank you so much for that. Very interesting views that your guest really had there around even if migrants are documented or they're here legally in the country. He's saying that that still does not work for them as Operation Dudula. Thank you so much for that. Malungelo Booi out at Beyers Naude Square in Johannesburg, and he'll be keeping an eye out on what's taking place with Operation Dudula this morning.